Connecting your shore power lead, we lift the flap on the socket, lift the lid on the plug, engage the plug into the socket. To release it, press the blue trigger on the left hand side, pull the plug out of the socket and close the lid. So we're connecting your shore power, lift the flap on the socket, lift the flap on the plug, insert the plug into the socket with the flap as well. And to disengage it, we press the trigger on the left hand side, pull the plug out and close our socket. So we have two gas bottles that are both on, automatic switch over so you don't have to turn any bottles on or off. The main thing is in here is the emergency isolation valve at the bottom. So if you smell gas on board and you're concerned about it, isolate it there, give us a call and we'll be with you as soon as possible. So inside the boat, our gas isolation valves are here. So we have our hob and our cooker. So when they're in line with the pipe, they're on. And when they're horizontal, they're off. So we hold down the knob, ignite the burner, hold it in for a couple of seconds and then release. Make sure we turn the taps off when we're finished using the appliance. For any sockets on the boat for mobile phone charging, use of television or microwave, we need the inverter on. You get a little green indicator in the top corner there, just show you that it's live. And when that's not in use, we turn it off. So for the use of the television, we need the inverter on. We also need our signal booster on, which is just down here. And depending on where we're moored, we may need to adjust the aerial. So with this TV, we also have a DVD player built in, just on the right hand side of the screen up the top there. And to access that, press the source button at the top right of the remote, scroll down to DVD and select OK. So the radio is fairly simple to operate. We've got the source button here next to the volume knob. Hold that in for a couple of seconds. Radio then becomes live. You can change the source via that button. We have USB, auxiliary point and CD player in the top there. And to turn it off, hold that button for a couple of seconds and she'll shut down. Here we have our heater control. We have two functions on this. So we have cold air circulation on the left hand side and warm air circulation on the right. We use our heater indicator arrows to increase or decrease the temperature depending on how hot you want it on board. Then we fire it up and we get a little on symbol there. So we leave it running for a minimum of 10 minutes just so it can do its start-up cycle, and after that 10-minute period you can then turn it off as and when you like. So on this boat we have our dash panel, we have our horn button, our wiper motor and our water pump. So we don't have a water gauge on here, so we do recommend topping up every day with water, and if your pump is continuously running, switch it off there until you have topped up with water. Right, so just start the boat, pull the pin out of the throttle when it's in neutral, apply a little bit of throttle there, turn the ignition to heat for 10 to 12 seconds. Go for fire. Just give it a rev, get the alternator excited, also gets your rev count going. And to stop the engine, we then push the button, turn the key to the off position. Right, so on the right hand side of the dash here we have our warning light. So the green light will be on whilst it's running. We have our oil pressure, engine temperature, domestic battery and engine battery warning lights. If any of the red ones come on whilst you're travelling, you need to moor up, cut the boat out and give us a call as soon as possible. And when you've started your boat up, you then push your control button in the neutral position. That then gives you driving forward and reverse gears. On our thruster control, you have to press two on buttons simultaneously, get a little green indicator light on. We then have starboard thrust, port thrust, and to turn it off, simply press the off button. Switch from lower to upper helm. We need both controls to be in the neutral position. We disengage the plunger, rotate it 90 degrees, whichever way the handle is positioned. So that there at the moment is positioned in the up helm, and that there is positioned in the lower helm. So to operate the toilet, flick the lever over to the left to bring the water into the bowl, pump it a couple of times to fill the bowl up slightly, but then use the toilet, flick it over to the right, and pump any waste away. And then lock the handle in position and leave that switched over to the right. The shower drain's on here, push and hold. And there's a little sump in the bottom of the showers, so you've got a little bit of time to have a shower until the water level builds up in here.